Hello, lovies. This video is going to be about narcissists and users and manipulators, which are kind of the same thing, but they're kind of not the same thing. I look really tired, and I'm sorry, but I woke up thinking about this because there's someone that was talking to me on my Facebook, and I noticed tiny personality quirks. I noticed tiny behaviors and things like that because of what I do for a living and what I've done most of my life for a living. So I can kind of pull these people out of a crowd just by watching them in most cases. Um, and if you doubt this capability, go do some research for yourself, and you'll figure it out. Just people watch. It's the easiest way to figure out if someone has a mental issue, if someone's likely to be combative, if someone's submissive, if someone's about to be preyed upon, or if someone's actually trying to be a predator and find someone. Um, Most predators are just mean sheep that pick on weaker sheep. They're not actual wolves or dogs. They're just bigger, meaner livestock. But we're not going to get into that. Anywho, so typical narcissistic personality traits, and I don't know if DSM covers this because I haven't really looked into it because I don't really care because it's been right from my judgment so far. So I really don't care what the textbook has to say about textbooks because DSM are manuals of case studies. If you don't know what those are, go look them up. They're pretty useful. They're actually really good reads. They're amusing because in a lot of cases they're incorrect, but for the most part they're right. But psychology is never 100%. Again, sorry if I look tired and thrown out. I barely got my makeup off in the shower. I went to work at 10:30, and just a little background on why I look like ass right now. um, and I got off at 4, and we had a meeting for an hour because we had 3 fights at work. I'm a bouncer in Seattle. Excuse me, security professional. Because we have to be PC and make things sound so great so we don't hurt those little feelings. Bouncers sound so aggressive. Worked there for 2 months and I've never had to really deal with a whole lot of a-holes until just recently. But the weather's getting better, so the special ones are coming out of the woodwork. Anyway, we had 3 fights. One was a tiny little Mexican dude who knocked the crap out of a white girl, and her girlfriend was Latina of some descent, and she was about to kill the dude. Literally kill him. And I couldn't see it when it happened. She came back later, and she had a mark from here to here where he hit her. I mean, it looked like a scar. I mean, it was a welt, big swell. And I've been in plenty of fights. God, we'll get into that to another day. I don't even like talking about it, but I've done some damage to some people when I was presenting as male, and actually a couple times as a female. Well, yeah, recently. But anywho, so that was the first altercation of the night, and then I don't even want to get into it. It was a bad night, and I still love my job. I would not trade my job for the world. I love doing security at bars because I like keeping people safe. And anyhow, I'm digressing. So, typical narcissistic personality traits is a lack of greeting when someone talks to you. They just walk up and start talking to you. It doesn't always mean they're a toxic narcissist, but it does mean that that world surrounds them. They don't ask how you're doing, and if they do, they only do it for a short period of time. They don't have a consistency in their ability to show compassion. Perfect example. I'm horrible at conversation. Not because I'm a narcissist, I just don't understand people. I look at people from a very analytical and animalistic mindset of, are you a threat? Are you not a threat? Are you potentially going to become prey for a predator? Um, if you've ever watched your cat on a daily basis, that's pretty much how I am. There's not a lot that gets by me, depending on how dumb your cat is. I mean, talking about like wildcats, lions, cheetahs, tigers. That's typically my behavior, and that's how I see the world. Um, A narcissist will, they have masks, and that is a DSM term. What they'll do is they'll pretend to be compassionate. Oh my gosh, how are you today? And then eventually you won't get that. You won't get how's your day. You won't get, oh my God, are you okay? What's going on? Is your family okay? There's no consistency in the empathetic or compassionate department. It's a very temporary ploy. And I don't believe, again, I don't completely understand them, other than I don't tolerate them. I don't deal with them. I refuse to give them the time of day once I see who they are. Those are just my morals and my standards. It's just a me thing. But I don't think they do it intentionally. I think it is honestly second nature to them. Just like a wolf, killing a bunny rabbit. It's just their means of survival. And I'm not defending them because I think they're a huge problem in our world. If for no other fact they harm compassionate people, whether it's happenstance, by proxy, or intentional. It doesn't matter. If you're causing harm, you're causing harm, and this is my mindset again. I don't care if it was by accident. You hurt somebody. You might want to get that looked at. Narcissists will typically, the entire conversation is about them. And you can ask, oh my God, that was horrible. How'd that make you feel? And they'll usually respond with a very simple one of a select few answers. It's whatever, or it's not that big a deal, and then they'll circle back around to something about them. Or, and this is my favorite one, they'll deflect the issue. When you try to learn something about them that could make them vulnerable, like, I'm sorry to hear about your ex-girlfriend leaving you. Are you okay? And they'll say something like, yeah, it's whatever, she was a piece of whatever. Insert derogatory, insulting, context. And they all do this now, all of them. They do not own their mistakes. And then they'll circle back around to either something they want, they need, or their pain. It's the triad. Their wants, their needs, and their pain. And this is just me. I'm not a shrink. I'm not qualified under any stupid university with a piece of paper. I've never wasted my life on that crap. I learn all this naturally just by paying attention. And anyone can with an IQ above 90. That said, these people, and I don't know if they do it intentionally, so I don't want to sound accusatory, I'm just stating the facts. These people will drain you. They will turn you into a toxic person. Not intentionally, I don't think, but being around that level of me takes you. When, a friendship or relationship, you should be side by side. You shouldn't have one person leaning on the other one, or one person making the other one dance around them all day. And that's what narcissists do. This is also another trait of schizophrenics. I've dated a lot of schizophrenics, and it's nothing against them. They have a tendency to become very aggressive if anything could possibly change their perception of the world. And schizophrenics are very woe is me. Everyone that I've dated. Now, I don't know all the schizophrenics in the world. I do know all narcissists are pretty much the same. And I've dealt with way more narcissists than schizos. I think I've dated 11 schizophrenics in my life. Hold on. Yeah, 11. And I know them all by name. 2 of which tried to kill me, and 1 tried to get me thrown in prison. So, that was fun. But, these people with these very, I guess they call them antisocial personality disorders, What they are is they're broken, and be it from childhood or the hardwiring in their motherboard, it's irrelevant. The fact that they cause harm to other people is not an okay thing. Um, this has nothing to do with political beliefs or religious beliefs. This is just a simple black, white, 1 and 1 makes 2, 2 and 2 make 4 type thing. I don't do Common Core. Doesn't work anyhow. So, these people, and I beseech you to learn to shut your emotions off for a moment, or at least be objective with the people you deal with. Learn to turn off your personal bias and look at the facts for what they are. I mean, people have bad days where, I'm a severe depressive, not suicidal, but I have days where I completely lock my door. I don't leave the house. I don't leave my room. I won't watch TV. I won't watch video games. Nothing. I will sit and I will listen to music, and I will either cry and rock, or I just will sleep. It's depression. So people have bad days. Even normal people have bad days. But when every single day is a new complaint, every single day is a new problem, every single day is another thing about me, my life, my needs, and nobody else's life matters, that's not okay. That's a sign. That is a sign, people. And this is not some childish social justice warrior kick I'm on, because that's for children. That doesn't work either, but that's another mental disorder we're not going to get into. Social justice warriors fail at their life. And do your research. It's a very self-destructive mindset. But that's it. These people, these narcissists, schizophrenics, and we're not even going to get into sociopaths and psychopaths. That's a whole nother thing. We're not doing that today. It's already a 12-minute and 18-second video, so I'm not trying to get into all that, because most people have short attention spans and can't focus. That's bullshit. That's total bullshit, because if you really want to know something, you'll study on it, and you'll pay attention, and you'll learn. And that's a fact. That's proven in science. That's proven over the years, even since we were Neanderthals. If you want something bad enough, you'll do it. Sorry, it's the truth. It sucks, but it's the truth. I have to tell myself that every day, and it is true. But these people will drain you. They will emotionally break what you are, slowly but surely. And then you have a recoup time of becoming who you are again. Because think of them like a magnet. That's a bad analogy. Think of them like a sponge. When you first put water on it, it doesn't want to absorb the water. But once it starts absorbing the water, it just keeps absorbing it until it's full. And then when it dries out again, it absorbs it again. They're emotional vampires. I don't mean that in the spiritual sense. I mean that in a very literal, like a mosquito will just keep sucking and sucking and sucking and sucking on you until it's so full it can't fly off. They will. Watch. Try it once. It hurts like a motherfucker. But let a mosquito land on you if you live in the area of the country where mosquitoes are, and just see how long it'll take before she flies off. They will fill themselves so full that they cannot fly, and then it will walk off. That is narcissists. That is schizophrenics. That is sociopaths and psychopaths too. But again, that's another topic. I'm not telling anyone what to do, but for your well-being, your safety, your emotional and psychological ability to be the best you can be for you. Fuck the rest of the people in the world. To be the best you can be for yourself, you need to, one, either avoid these people completely once you figure this out, or minimize. See how close my fingers are? Minimize your contact with them. It doesn't mean you can't care about them, because I do. I love all people. I care about everybody, even assholes. Even the fucking Latina chick that tried to fucking hit me in the face last night, kicked me in the shin, and managed to swing on 7 of our other security staff. I still love her as a human. I still feel bad for her because, she was upset. And obviously, some children cannot behave when they're upset. A lot of adults, typically people with narcissistic or very toxic personalities, cannot function when they are frustrated or angered or agitated. They are about as in control of their emotions as a 13-year-old. It's true. These people have never developed critical thinking skills or the ability to interact with their own feelings, so they feed on ours. Anywho, I just need to say this. I'm so tired and I still gotta go do some shit, but I hope you're all doing well. And Odin bless. May the gods watch over you.